And we also, again, want to thank COBA Representative Ashaki Antoine for her participation in the board's public comment period and her consistent engagement with our staff.
Good morning, everyone that's on this public call this morning. My name is Ashaki Antoine, and I am the first citywide trustee of the Correctional Officers Benevolent Association. Since the last public meeting in May, unfortunately, 4 females assigned to Rikers Island were sexually assaulted. Officer A was slapped on her buttocks as she performed her assigned duties for the day. Officer B, breast was grabbed as she prevented the inmate from entering a housing area unauthorized. Officer C, while on a properly manned post, was subject to an inmate exposing his penis, masturbating, which resulted in the inmate's semen making contact onto the officer's uniform. And one civilian, a clinician, breast was grabbed also as the inmate attempted to enter her office unauthorized. 28 females have been sexually assaulted, and countless others are sexually harassed daily. The public apologies given by all stakeholders without meaningful action has become painfully frustrating. What's also a bit frustrating is that last month's meeting, the BOC made several public recommendations for the Department of Corrections to revise 2 specific operation orders. To the board, where are your recommendations forwarded to the department holding inmates accountable in real time when they sexually assault and physically assault correction officers, nonviolent inmates, and civilians? Yes, the inmates are rearrested. However, as I have said repeatedly, these predators are moved from one housing area to another, and most times they continue their violent behavior. So now I pose this question to you, the BOC. Have you considered any recommendations regarding the inoperable and broken cell doors throughout the facilities on Rikers Island? Every correctional officer assigned to the B post, while making their tours continuously, should be able to perform their duties without the inmates exiting their cells without authorization. In addition, every detainee is required to have their cell door secured, especially during lock-in and lockout times, without having anyone manipulating it to gain access to commit crimes. It is also public knowledge that the cells do not work, but yet correction officers are disciplined for not securing something that simply cannot lock or can be easily manipulated. Last month, during the public comment period of the meeting, I gave a recommendation regarding fixing the cell doors. Was the recommendation taken into consideration? I don't think so. Security risk groups housed together are still overpopulated in AMKC, OBCC, and IC, creating a hostile work environment for the officers, an unsafe environment for non-violent inmates who are not gang affiliated. As per DOC policy, inmates classified as maximum security inmates are to be housed in a cell. As of recent, max inmates who are most violent, murderers, rapists, in custody are housed in dormitories. BOC, I need you to look into that practice. Inmates continue to threaten correctional officers and display weapons, shanks, which are captured on Gentech video. Every detainee housed on Rikers Island has a weapon on their person or internally secreted. Are you all watching the Gentech videos? Do you think it's acceptable for correction officers to work under these conditions? Would it be acceptable for your child or children to work under these conditions? In closing, we have lost 500 officers from January to this year to present due to resignations, retirements, and terminations. The reckless and irresponsible actions of some of the city's councilmen and women by not supporting the need for 578 officers in the fiscal year budget shows that safety and security of the jails, and most importantly, for correction officers, inmates, and civilians is not a priority. Responding responsibly to the crisis on Rikers Island means to address every issue brought to you, regardless of your political views, with urgency and with emotional intelligence. Thank you for your time.